Hello and welcome to this example video where we're going to work on factoring by using the GCF method. Now, keep in mind, the GCF method, all we're doing is we're undistributing. So normally, or like when we're learning math, we learn the distributive property by showing it like this, starting with A times the quantity B plus C, and then we're like, hey, that's AB plus AC. Now, what we're doing is we're going to go this way. We're starting off with that. We want to undistribute it. So let's start off with a simple example and then kick it up a notch. So let's say we have something like 20x to the third minus 16x squared. All right, the way we're going to do this is first identify what that GCF is. And to do that, we go by the numbers and then by the variables. So by the numbers, my GCF here is going to be 4. And then I go to the variables. They both have an x. And I want to look at the exponents. They both have x squared. That's the smallest one. So now that's my GCF. So 4x squared. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put parentheses so I can start to set up this undistribution process. I like to put placeholders just to kind of remind me two things are going to go there. I'm not going to use a plus sign. I'm going to have a minus sign because it is minus. And now I just have to kind of check to see what goes there. So what would I need to times 4x squared by to get to 20x to the third? Well, to go from 4 to 20, I'd have to times by 5. And to go from x squared to x cubed, I need an x. Now I'm asking myself again, what do I need to multiply 4x squared by to get 16? Well, that would be 4. And then what do I need to multiply x squared to get x squared? Nothing, just 1. So I'll leave it like that. And my final answer is 4x squared times the quantity 5x minus 4. Make sure you put parentheses on all the box that walk away. Now, let's kick it up a notch. Let's go something a little larger. 20x squared y cubed minus 16x squared y squared plus 28x cubed y. Process is still the same. First, identify the GCF of all the numbers. Well, 20, 16, 28, they still all share a common factor of 4. Now, I look at x's. How many x's do they all have? Well, they all have x, and they have at least x squared. Now, for y's, I take a look at that. They all do have y's, but they only have one of them. So it's going to be 4x squared y. Now I'm going to put this on the outside of some parentheses. And so that's kind of like my A term, and I got to figure out what B and C are. But here I'm going to put in 3 placeholders. I'm going to copy the signs that I have, so it's going to be minus and then plus. Close those parentheses. All right, now to go from 4 to 20 times by 5, I don't need to do anything with the x's, but I will need some y squareds. Now to go from 4 to 16, I'll need a 4. X squared to x squared, don't need anything there. But to go from y to y squared, I will need 1y. And then, to go from 4 to 28, I need 7. To go from x squared to x to the third, I'll need 1 and more x. And then I don't need any y's because I have a y here, I have a y there, so I'm good. This is my final answer. And so that's how we end up factoring out a GCF.